Tennessee. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. That didn't take long. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. On first down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The Broncos at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Open man downfield is Johnson. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Tannehill. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Second down and goal. Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And he's got this down to the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He'll get that. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This is caught. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Gordon will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football. Well, we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Tannehill. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense set to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Pass complete on the crossing route. This is Hooper. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Drew Lock has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium. See what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Wilson will throw again. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Wilson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. On second down, Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing is Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
Ooh, with a juke. And yet again. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
56. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Tannehill.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing again is Tannehill.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Broncos, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year.
And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders.